Hi there friends, greetings once again from Akash and Lavlesh, and today we are going to show you how to install the Aha NexCruise in the TigorEV. So Lavlesh is going to demonstrate how to do that, and let's begin. So first of all, as always, our step would be that to disconnect the accelerator pedal from the VCU. So on the top of this accelerator cable there is, as usual, the VCU connector, which we need to remove. Now in case of TigorEV, it is quite a bit difficult as compared to Nexon EV because the space is much more limited, but all the same, if you know what has to be done, you can do it easily. So on top you disconnect this cable, and this is the point coming from the VCU side, and on top of the accelerator pedal the accelerator connector is become free. So next up friends, let's take a quick look at the Aha NexCruise system itself and what all connectors are coming out of it. So on the left side of the connector you get the connector which goes to the VCU. This is the male connector and it goes to the VCU cable, a VCU connector inside the car, right? And then on the other side of it you get the female connector, 6-pin connector, which will go and connect to the accelerator pedal on top of the accelerator pedal. Then you have the OBD connector which will go and plug into the OBD port of the TigorEV. Fourth thing that you will notice is the light bar and the corresponding connector which is alongside the pedal connector, and this completes all the cables coming out of the NexCruise main system. So friends, let's now follow Lavlesh in his method of how he installs the NexCruise in the TigorEV. First of all, we need to connect this side of the NexCruise to the VCU connector of the car's wiring harness. When we are doing it, we need to make sure that we exert pressure only on the plastic parts and not on the cables. Then let's connect the accelerator pedal connector coming from the NexCruise to the top of the accelerator pedal, and we need to make sure that the clip of this connector stays towards the door side, towards the right side. So since we are unable to show you from inside the car, we are taking this opportunity to demo this video. This is how it's actually plugging in on top of the accelerator pedal. So we have connected the VCU connector on the VCU side and the accelerator pedal connector on top of the accelerator like this. And third, we need to connect the OBD connector over here. This OBD port, the access is a bit difficult, but this is where the OBD connector of the NexCruise is supposed to go and connect. We are going to use this OBD splitter cable as an extension. This is provided along with your NexCruise. Connect it like this on the OBD port, and you will get these two spare OBD ports which are easy to access. They are split in two. One of them is used up by the NexCruise. By the way, don't use this OBD port which is also there in the TigorEV but which is not useful to us. We need to use this one instead. So that's how we connect the OBD connector of the NexCruise to one of the splitted ends coming from the splitter. The other end of the splitter is available for maybe the dongle from the insurance company, or maybe when the Tata service center guys want to connect their laptop. All of that can be done on this spare OBD port. Now all that's remaining is to fix the unit and a bit of housekeeping. First of all, we rope in the light bar like so, and then we push in the NexCruise unit very snugly into this gap between the steering and the dashboard. As you can see, it fits in very snugly and securely, as if it was made for this place. And that's it. We are done with the installation of the main NexCruise unit. All that's remaining is the housekeeping and fixing this light bar. We can fix this light bar to anywhere that you like, maybe in the center of the console or maybe here in the dashboard. So just remove the sticker adhesive and put it where you want. Second, we need to manage these cables, use the supplied cable ties and dress them like this so that everything looks neat and clean and we are good to go. So that brings us to a very successful end of installation. One last thing, this is where the dial itself is getting installed. It sits in the cubby hole like this, and this is what is provided by Aha. So you can use this, and it brings the dial at a very convenient position behind the the dial selector wheel, the gear selector knob of the car itself, and it integrates quite seamlessly. We believe you're going to love this position, but then since it's a wireless dial, you can put it anywhere that you want. So with the installation of this dial, the NexCruise installation in the TigorEV is duly complete.